Alright boys, what is up? So today we are back with another video. This is going to be a striking tips and striking tutorial. I'm going to just give the best of advice I can personally from my experience. I'm going to give basic tips, I'm going to give high level tips, so no matter what skill you are, no matter what division you are in UFC 4, these things will definitely help you. So yeah, I like to think I know what I'm talking about. I've multiple time eSports champion. I'd like to think, I've been #1 in the world and all sorts. Always competing competitively as well, so I'm never behind on the meta. So yeah, let's get into it. So here we go. So first of all, we're going to start off with stamina. How you keep your stamina, why you want to keep your stamina for, obvious reasons and more I'll go into. But so first thing is stamina, short-term stamina. The lower short-term stamina you have, the more damage you take. So let's say I throw, a 1-2 head kick. If Ben hits me after I miss that 1-2 head kick, it will do a lot more damage than if he had just hit me with, like a teep before I had thrown anything. Like my yellow stamina is full. If that yellow stamina bar is down, the more damage I'll take. And that's one thing, the most important thing on winning trades in this game is people will be like, oh, I hit you first and all sorts. But it's mainly about if you have the higher short-term stamina advantage going into, a trade in the pocket, whether you're throwing a jab hook, whether you're throwing an uppercut hook. A lot of it depends on that short-term stamina. So I always recommend keep that short-term stamina high. And especially when you're in the pocket, try and be stationary. Short-term stamina and stationary, because if you throw your strike stationary, I'll show you here, for example, I'll throw a 1-2 lead hook. It is much quicker than if you throw the 1-2 and the lead hook moving backwards or moving forwards. So that's another tip, be stationary with your strikes. It will, just as I said, get you them rocks and them stuns. And it's also really, important whenever you're on the back foot and you're dealing with a pressure an opponent. Come forward, Ben. You want to kind of use your advantage, because a lot of people deal with pressure very poorly, and the big thing is they don't use their advantage of being stationary. If Ben is going to come forward, let's say throw some strikes, Ben. Boom. And the big difference was there, he was moving forward, and because he was moving forward, he was at a disadvantage. His strikes were slower, so I took the advantage of me being on the back foot. I planted down on my strikes, they came out quick, and I was able to interrupt them, and I was able to damage his head health a lot more than he was able to damage mine. And when you're interrupting people, when they're pressuring you, you want to basically kind of use the intercepting strikes, and if you want to keep them at bay, you want to, keep them. Look, that'll keep them away. You want to jab side kick them away. You want to do the jab and the side kick moving forward, so it really pushes them back and you get the whole range on it as well. And as well as that, you want to learn the difference between when you need to, move your head, let's say he's throwing jabs, throw some jabs, you want to move your head, if you know it's coming. But if they really start putting it on you, I don't recommend head movement or trying to find a counter. You need to plant. So the biggest tip I can give against pressure isn't looking for that counter. It's not looking for that clean slip straight. It's stay on the back foot, plant, and when they come in and they try and pressure, bang, bang, bang. The most important combo I like to do when I'm dealing with pressure is a jab straight lead hook. I think it just works well when they try and come into the pocket. Stationary jab straight lead hook, it'll intercept them and it'll get a stun a lot of the times. And also it's a short quick combo, so your short term stamina will be high. Even at the end of a combo, so you're still not too likely to get rocked if it goes wrong. Another thing is, let's say my opponent is running away. I feel like a lot of people, so back up there, kind of just keep. I feel like a lot of people try and do this. They try and jab their way. They try and jab straight. They try and body kick. But the problem is you're trying to punch into range. A biggest thing when you're dealing with runners is you want to walk into range. If he's walking, okay, cut off the cage and use a combo like that. If he's walking this way, you want to use your jabs. If he's walking to your lead hand, try and cut off that cage. As I said, use that lead hook. If he's walking to your rear hand, use the jab, lead hook. You don't want to be facing runners by going, constantly using your stamina. As I said, you want to track them down first, you want to be in front of them, and you want to know you're going to be in range when you throw the strike. So yeah, that is just how I deal with runners personally. You want to kind of, as I said, walk into range as opposed to punching into range, because you'll use a lot of stamina. And as I said, when you're dealing with pressure, the people that I told the tips to jab, straight, lead hook and plant down, they're going to beat you up because you're thrown into range as opposed to walking into range and then thrown in the pocket. Another tip is head movement. We're just going to get into that, a couple things on that. So just counters. Obviously you can slip for a jab straight, or jabs, straights and front kicks. You can slip, and for uppercuts and hooks you can pull, and then for uppercuts and straights, for straights and hooks you can also duck them as well. So some really good things I like to do. If you're looking for counters and you're trying to use your head movement to your fullest, I'll stand in front of my opponent's face, and a lot of people will hook, they'll jab hook, but a lot of the time the second punch will be a hook, or an uppercut. So jab hook me there. And then my favourite counter, if you're trying to use head movement and you're in that pocket, that pull elbow. But this will be a really high level thing. If you're not doing it, get doing it. It takes some muscle memory, but it doesn't take a lot of skill. It is going to be pulling a pull. So let's say you get countered, your opponent pulled your shot, you then have the opportunity to pull on his counter and elbow him. So Ben, try and just kind of pull my shot. I'm going to jab hook. Right there, I'll jab hook. Boom. See what I've done there? So when he pulled, I made sure to pull on his strike. So I'll do it again. Jab hook. There we go. As I said, he tried to the elbow. I jab hook. Jab hook. I pull on a shot. Bang. When he tried to elbow there, I pulled on his own counter and was able to do that. I'm going to show you a tip next round now to counter it. I kind of like to go, one thing to the other, how to do it, how to counter it. So the best tips when you're fighting against people on Div 20, it's a lot more common people now in Div 20 in the higher divisions, they will pull your pull. These are the counters to pulling a pull, and I'll show you right now. So Ben, I'm going to pull your shot and then you pull straight me. So jab hook me and then pull straight. Right, there you go again. Sorry, I'm used to pulling the pull. Actually, let me pull straight you. You try and pull my pull. So, jab hook, and then, see that? As soon as he tried to pull back then, I was able to pull straight, and so I'll do it again. Jab hook. See that? To prevent him from pulling my pull, I hit him with a straight that interrupted him, and it wasn't it done damage, and it negated him being able to get that re-counter after I had already pulled his shot. The biggest one for me is when people are trying to pull a pull, I like to pull back and I like to rear body uppercut and lead body hook, because obviously they have pulled, their stamina is low and their body is very vulnerable. So same thing again, pull my shot Ben. My apologies. Look how much damage that done to his stamina and his body and his stamina. So there I go. Learn how to pull a strike after your opponent has pulled. All it takes is muscle memory. And also, if you notice your opponent is doing this to you a lot, use the pull straight and use the pull body uppercut into lead body hook, or even just a pull body hook. Now, some of my favourite combos. I'm just going to go into a quick couple combos here that I feel like everyone should utilise to the best of their abilities. Is the jab hook. It's just, you can use it anywhere. It's short, it's quick, and it wins pocket trades so often. So boys, literally, no matter who you are, Div 20, this is my most used combo in the game. Just jab hook. Honestly, in the pocket, like I said, I can't say enough good things. It will honestly carry you through so many divisions. As well as that, the jab straight lead hook is a really good one. And now I'm just going to get into body work quick. Kind of a couple of things on that. So a big one, if you're kind of not too great at working the body but you want to try and get better, these are safe bodywork combos. I see a lot of people getting caught to the body with uppercuts, and they'll be, you know, hook, 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 and they'll get uppercut. These are the safest combos in my opinion if you're trying to work the body, the 3 most basic combos. This one works when somebody's walking into your face a lot, just a jab, jab, body uppercut, jab, body uppercut. And if somebody is already in your face and they're kind of do that ghost pressure, as I said, just kind of track you down and try and get a pull counter. Lead hook, rear body uppercut. Lead hook, rear body uppercut. So there we go. You know, he's trying to get that counter, and boom, there we go. As I said, that is the most, it's safe because you're starting off to the head. The safest way to hit the body is starting off to the head. And now next round I'll show you my most used bodywork combo, and it does a lot of damage, especially over a 5-round period. I can't say enough good things about it. Alright, so here it is. This works if somebody is running or you're at a distance. So you just want to jab, moving forward, body straight, jab, moving forward, body straight. You get so much range, but one thing I must assure you or tell you, use the jab moving forward as well. You have to, the whole combo moving forward. You'll gain so much distance with it, and it's so hard to time an uppercut in that body straight. And as I said, boys, even if you want to make up your own combos to the body, you want to start off with the head. So, you know, jab, straight, lead, body hook, jab, lead, body hook, jab, uppercut, as I said. You know, you can straight, lead, body hook, all sorts. That'll be that. If you'd like to see any more from me, or if you have questions, please do ask down below. Or if you have any other problems in striking that I have not covered, please do ask, because I know there is a lot of uncovered things that I wasn't able to just get to inside this one video, but I do hope it has helped. I'm going to do a grappling tips, much appreciated to Ben Jammy helping me out here. I'm going to do a grappling tips one as well, so you know, if you need help with anything else, let me know and I'll do a video on it. I appreciate you all for watching once again, boys. If you have liked, I'd like it to be appreciated, and if you have not already subscribed, it'd be much recommended you do so. Appreciate you all for watching once again, boys, and peace out.